Hello there, welcome to Gamer Ghost. We're about to go through the first in a series of 3 videos going through our pickups for the month of October. It was a huge month, tons of very focused shopping for games to kind of close the gap in the collection. I'm going to go quickly through each game to save time, and we'll go from there. First of all, I have Remothered. It's a original Xbox One release. This is the Tormented Fathers version. You'll see Xbox One on the top. It has the Xbox sub-spine, Xbox One on the spine itself. It's Xbox One Enhanced 4K Ultra HDR and single player. Looking inside, we do see the Xbox One header. Rico London, this is a newer release, full-size Blu-ray cover, Xbox Series 1, Xbox Series X on the top. Xbox alone on the spine. It is optimized for Series X, Smart Delivery, single player, co-op, 2-player co-op, 2-player online multiplayer and co-op. So you can play this multiplayer local, which is pretty awesome. Looking at the game, good friends at GameStop have left us a little sleeve here, but we see the Series X and One listed here. So, newer game I was after. Sherlock Holmes and the Devil's Daughter. So pretty cool cover there. Xbox One on the top. Xbox One on the spine. This is the older release, single player, has kind of the old gray on it. Xbox One on the top of the game disc. So just something I was missing. Good friends of OG Games released this one, Ben 10 Power Trip. Xbox One on the top, Xbox One and Series X on the subheader there. Xbox alone on the spine. This is single player and co-op. Just one of the releases that kind of slipped through. Some of these OG game ones do. They come out, not very many get return used, and they stay at a higher price sometimes, and that seems to be the case. Another kind of mid-term release for Xbox One alone. Kind of interesting to have the black spine like this is Undernauts, Labyrinth of Yomi. Xbox One on the spine, single player. Look at the disc. Xbox One alone on the disc there. Alright. I have another version of this game, not this. This is Seto Corsa Competizione, official GT World Challenge game. Xbox One on the header there has an Xbox One footer. Xbox One on the spine. It's X enhanced, single player, online multiplayer, and wheel optional. Looking at the game, we do have Xbox One at the top. So, a real Xbox One release. This is one where there is an original ARC release, but this is a special version of the game, actually reprinted for the Ultimate Survivor Edition. But we have Xbox One on the top, Series X, Xbox One on the subtitle of the spine there. On the actual spine, we have Xbox, and then we have optimized 4K Ultra, HDR10, single player, co-op, online multiplayer. And again, if you look at the disc, it has Xbox on the top, Series X, Xbox One, and you do see that rather than doing the generic ARC disc with DLC, this is Ultimate Survivor Edition, hopefully with the DLC on the game disc itself. Let's Build a Zoo, a somewhat newer release that just came to physical. This is the only physical version for Xbox. It comes with the Dinosaur Island DLC. Series X, Xbox One, this is a full Blu-ray case. In terms of the cover, Xbox One Xbox alone on the spine. Series X, Smart Delivery, single player. Looks like an adorable, fun game. Looking at the disc, you have Xbox Series X, Xbox One. Very cool. Another game had a conversation online with another collector if this even came out in the US, and it absolutely did. Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires for Series X, Xbox One, full-size Blu-ray cover with none of the Xbox header, Xbox on the spine. Looking at the details here, we have Series X, Smart Delivery, single player, Impulse Triggers. Again, that's an interesting thing to call out. This game has Impulse Trigger support. So, yeah, definitely. I love these koi simulator games. They're a naughty pleasure of mine that take up way too much time. Another great game. We love Katamari Reroll plus Royal Reverie for Series X, Xbox One. Full-size Blu-ray cover, Xbox on the spine. Optimized for Series X, Smart Delivery, single player, multiplayer co-op, 4K Ultra. This came from Starland, and they always shrink wrap their used games, so that's pretty cool. We'll open it up later, though, when we crack a seal of some other games, and keep going on our disc. Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition, Xbox One on the top, Xbox One on the spine, Xbox single player. This is actually, I am going to open this one up, just so we can quickly see the game disc. So there is a Fallout version. This is not another release that just comes with DLC cards, but it is, it does come with some DLC cards, and it is the original disc, so I was wrong. I thought this actually had a different printed disc. So I think there is a complete edition that does. I'll have to track that down and see what's happening. But this one is the game edition. So something to watch for. MotoGP. So this is a Europe-only release. MotoGP 15. So you see the Peggy 13 there. Xbox One on the top, Xbox One on the spine. The old gray style 1-2 single player, 1-2 to 12 multiplayer online. Xbox One on the top, so just something to collect if you're trying to get the European uniques as well. Divinity 2 Ultimate Sin Definitive Edition. Pretty cool cover. Xbox One on the top, Xbox One on the spine. This is 1X Enhanced 4K Ultra HDR single player co-op, 2-player co-op, so you can play this together with a friend, which is awesome, and then online multiplayer and co-op. Xbox One on the top of the disc there. Okay. Assassin's Creed, the Ezio collection. I thought I had all the Assassin's Creeds and all the Call of Duties, but apparently there were a lot. So, Xbox One at the top, Xbox One on the spine. This is an older gray release, one single player, Xbox One, and there's the game disc itself. Alright. This is a game where I definitely have the other games in it, but I wanted to have the multi-disc. So this is Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Xbox One on the top here. Dishonored and Prey, the Arcane Collection. So Xbox on the side, 4K Ultra single player. And ultimately it is just the original game disc, Prey and Dishonored 2. So it doesn't really hit the niche of my collection, which is, and then to get Dishonored, the rest of Dishonored's, there's a game card and some advertisements there. This one is just more of a cover because I definitely have the game disc individually. So that's really what I'm going for, is those unique game discs. Xbox One Dungeons 3 Complete Collection. This includes all the DLC packs and content updates. It is sealed, so we'll check out it on the inside a little bit later. But you see Xbox One on the top, Xbox One on the spine. So this was a classic release. Single player, online, multiplayer, online co-op, 2 to 4, 2 players. Some of the rarer release that you don't see a lot. Brothers for Xbox One on the top, Xbox One on the spine, single player, Xbox Live, only single player as well. Comes with a nice instruction manual. You can see the game disc has Xbox One. So just an older release that I don't think got a lot of prints. This one, however, probably did. Far Cry 4 Complete Edition. This is a full game plus a season pass. Xbox One on the top, Xbox One on the spine. 1 player or 2 players co-op. 2 players online. Also supporting impulse triggers. Maybe I need to stop making fun of the impulse triggers. But you'll see this one is actually a different printing than the Far Cry 4 original disc. It does say Complete Collection. So hopefully it has all that DLC on disc. But we do have a couple game cards here for other materials. Next we have Rust, Console Edition for Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Xbox One on the top, Xbox One on the side. This is online multiplayer, 2 players, online co-op, 2 players, and cross-platform play. So, kind of a survival game that was popular probably on Steam before. Looking at the game, you see Xbox One with One and Series X. Next up, Rainbow Six Deluxe Edition, Series X 1, Xbox on the top, Xbox alone, notice, a Series X sticker in the corner, Xbox on the spine. Looking at some of the features here, delivered, optimized for Series X, smart delivery, 4K, single player, online multiplayer, online co-op, cross-gen play. Looking at the disc, you do see this is a special disc for Deluxe Edition. Hopefully has some of that extra DLC included on it, but there is a, looks like there's a cart here with code if you need it. Somewhat newer game in the MX vs. ATV series, MX vs. ATV Legends. Full-size DVD, Blu-ray case, full-size Blu-ray case. Series X, Xbox One. Xbox on the spine. Optimized for Series X, smart delivery, single player, multiplayer, 2 players for that. Online, cross-gen, 60 frames per second. Looking at the disc with Xbox, Xbox Series X, Xbox One. Usually there's a little black behind here. Again, it's just always so funny how different these games are. So I'm just trying to see if I can find a full size that's like that, not without making my pile fall down. This Xbox One has certainly had, and Series X, its share of different marketing here. Here's one I didn't have in terms of printed disc, Overwatch Legendary Edition. Xbox One on the top, Xbox One on the spine, X Enhanced 4K Ultra live multiplayer. It does have the disc printed for the Legendary Edition. Hopefully it has things on the disc, but it does come with game card add-ons for some skins and other items. So that's it for our first set. We're going to have 2 more videos with over 20 new games. Really appreciate you coming out to me and sticking with me through these months. Again, this month I really had a concerted effort of trying to get as many games as I can. Some really good ones here that I just didn't have yet. So I hit all the different vendors. I think I'm going to have a good video just talking about how I source my games. I've sourced out most of the people tend to be a little protective of where they source their games, but I think I'm safe sharing. I'm about to the point where I need to start listing what I'm missing and crowdsourcing some help in finding anything. But thanks for staying with me. Have an awesome day and watch for the next video. Thank you very much.